The United Kingdom now has a clear choice about our future. A high-tax, big state approach from the former Chancellor and Boris backstabber Fishy Rishi Sunak, who has taken the UK's tax burden to the highest it's been in 70 years, or a low-tax, small-state Thatcher revolution led by the highly competent Foreign Secretary Liz Truss, who has the most experience of any serving cabinet minister and stayed loyal to Boris Johnson until the end. Even posing there she is in the front row with the PM after his final cabinet meeting today. Of course, former members' favourite Penny Mordaunt remains in the race, but her momentum with MPs has stalled after a week of damning revelations about her selective memory on trans ideology and woke politics. And today, the anti-woke warrior Kemi Badenoch was eliminated after a valiant campaign that has seen her transformed into a household name within a fortnight. So while it's not going to happen in 2022, mark my words, Badenoch is a future Conservative Prime Minister. Her unflinchingly brave challenging of the MSM narrative and everything from critical race theory to net zero has made her an asset to the party, and it should have secured her one of the great offices of state under the next leader, whoever that may be. Of course, the issue with a Sunak versus Truss runoff is that it shows just how out of touch the Conservative Party has become with its members, who are going to be denied the opportunity to vote on their favourites, Mordaunt and Badenoch. In fact, even polling released this morning showed Badenoch thrashing Sunak in a fantasy runoff. What's become even more clear is just how opposed the members remain to handing a billionaire, US green card holder and tax riser-in-chief the keys to number 10. He's losing to Mordaunt by a margin of 51 to 37. And this is more spectacular, actually. Truss, her commanding lead over Sunak amongst Tory members. They vote for the next PM 54 to 35. So there's so much for Sunak to turn around, but still the MPs back him. Here's what Attorney General Suella Braverman told me in the last hour about why she's convinced Truss must be the next Prime Minister. The Spartan Brexiteer in the process, and almost immediately after being eliminated, you swung your support behind Liz Truss, which was very significant in this process. Of course, Liz has absolutely become a proponent of Brexit, but she didn't vote for Brexit. So that endorsement from you really was a signal to the Brexiteers in your party that we can trust Truss when it comes to Brexit. Why do you have that faith in her, given that she voted Remain?
I've worked closely with Liz during her time as Foreign Secretary principally, but also when she was International Trade Secretary. And I've seen close up that she is very much committed to delivering on the Brexit opportunities. She is wholeheartedly committed and devoted to resolving the issues relating to Northern Ireland. And I've really seen that she's a big champion for Brexit. So for me, her actions and what she's done in government and how she's used her roles in government have persuaded me that she is the strongest advocate for Brexit on offer.
And that's convincing, because we've got to remember Suella Braverman, she is one of the Spartan Brexiteers in the Conservative Party. She believes in Brexit more than most. So while the establishment of the Conservatives, you know, the grandees and the former cabinet ministers who love appearing on the BBC and Sly News, they can tell us as much as they want that Sunak would be the best Prime Minister. But I would argue that he's almost certain to lose to whoever the MPs put him up against. While Mordaunt has many impressive qualities, absolutely she does, I believe that person must be Liz Truss, the Thatcher of 2022.